So many took the view from Meridian for granted. One wonders how they liked the view. There's gotta be more to this Ethan story than we're hearing. Keep quiet now. Are you Galeev? The heal-
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of, but you're not from Sunfalls.
I came from the tent city there.
The answer is no.
What?
No, I can't. My resources are already spread thin. Thin.
Why won't you-
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can... The Behemoth's share goes to the military. Of course. What's left, that's for the no...
Look at it from my perspective.
I think we're calling...
You're kind...
There's no cure for a con... And yet, if you feel so strongly about this...
That's not how charity...
It is how deals work.
Those parts...
As it happens, a Thunderjaw prowls the valley. I know it well because they expect me to put its victims back together. Runaways, most.
If I do this?
Oh, I'm not expecting you, but I'll be heading back
I don't have the part yet.
in the Valley of...
But you won't just...
No.
Good for an old remedy. This has to be the place. The Thunderjaw shouldn't be hard to find. Just hope I see it before it sees me. Huge, and built to fight. That hurt it.
Good find. These are helpful. Bitter, though. I have your machine part. A deal's...
On my oath. But tell me,
It's better than not having...
what a charming notion.
It's you.
I've brought some...
How did you... No. Wait. I don't even want...
Smart boy.
She'll have his...
Once I'm freed.
This is Vod's strategy. You sit in Meridian.
It's disconcerting to see so many savages around Sunfall.
Come, take a look.
Rumor
I'll
has
give
it
you a
they're in
good price.
Bahavas' employ.
Sun Ring. The proud tradition of Carja.
Stay off my focus.
If the
In
eclipse
Banur,
catches you
they
here,
told-
now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime,
Outlanders! If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the
This
throne
support
room.
is so sorely needed.
You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary.
The Shadowtroopers are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucian Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside? I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the Sun Ring from on high.
But the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
This is insane.
Hardly.
They're going to see me.
You underestimate the ease of hiding in plain sight. The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
You're gonna watch some slaughter. This is the place to do it.
I don't like heights.
You worry me, boy. You worry.
Strange about Still, grandfather seemed healthy.
Strange illnesses, sudden deaths, weird disappearances. What is going on?
If you've got a problem with me, talk to Odin. If you can stand his breath.
Sun's making a show of it.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
What did they contain?
Should have brought a cart.
Want to discuss? Whew. So, Mama, she was right. Pardon? My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, There was always end times this and lake of fire that on kind of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world, And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the Archive of Knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No. Life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words. I'm sorry. Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over. I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Intruder! Get her!
So they woke up.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
This is not a war! In Edelman's
He is odd, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. There is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by...
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus. Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration. Done. I should check the door nearby. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey. Hey. I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact. That's the last of them.
Structural failure. Repeat.
Or not. Anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. Simulations include some very creative
No room.
fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish and Arabic. That they transfer and encode all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capable.
You can see them. They can't see you.
All of this lost. The Ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
We don't find her. Helis will have our skins.
Well,
I see something.
I am. The last of them. On once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Pharaoh's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Would benefit from antilope morphologies, though Caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, As I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the Quaternary extinction event.
Some component that got removed.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child. My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered. Even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek?
Yes,
His name was Rost, and he was
The better man is the one who doesn't... No. It was... But I didn't. It was only when I capped that I finally glimpsed you were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Conversely, I would... Everything.
You're a puppet. It'd be laughable. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill...
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow.
Do you really not hear? You've gone from serving an insane, homicidal Sun King.
I'll remember. You fail to grasp the... And with certain...
Then kill this cage and put your faith to the test.
The circle has closed. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. Speaking, after you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent Mess to rally the forces there, and I ordered every Nora killed.
The Nora have no part to...
Soon, they'll have... In any case, I couldn't... Thanks to your destruction of the network, you not only doomed yourself, but an entire... Your focus. Such a powerful device, and yet, so fragile.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Jiran ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! Let her be the first of thousands!
strong. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use the strength against it. I haven't been built to take a behemoth's charge either. Try luring the behemoth into the pillars. Gotta get out of the way. The walls look strong, but the pillars don't. They weren't built to take a charge from a crazed behemoth. Getting ready to charge. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. If that platform collapses, I'll get my weapons back.
Kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself! So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, Benora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Helis recognized... You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not...
So now you know. The man is a serious threat.
Since when can you...
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain, but your example showed me how to do that as well. Truth be told, the underlying lie, though, of course.
Great. How did you...
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a... I wore out 2 Striders getting here in time, but I...
The tribe's already weak.
Well, absolutely not.
What kind of...
When the time is right, I'll contact you. In the meantime, should you need to return to...
You think of everything.
One of us has to. Aloy. When you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
clear that up later. This must be when Hassan was supposed to check in.
Find help.
Easy now.
Packard. Find help for...
Not if I have... Glenn talks. This must be pitch. speak to whoever's in charge.
What will we do now?
Thank you. We're exhausted. It's the third flop we faced today. Why did this happen?
Miracle we survived.
You just flew in on a rainbow. Traitor!
He's dead.
What? That scorched out.
He was worried you and the entire... Why do you think the Carja...
We built this outpost to protect against the Carja. But everyone knows that they want this place.
But how could the Carja...
If I ever get a break from them, I'll see if I can...
What exactly...
I'm the mayor. Mostly because I was too drunk to say no and my... Tell me where...
You'll find him due south.
Damn that fool.
Has any...
No. Us around you...
So the Carja have been...
Here? Never.
Has anyone...
Is that...
I'll take that. Why don't I...
Really?
You...
All right.
Turn off! Turn off!
By the sun!
That device is making the glint...
Me? I don't know how to turn it off any more than I...
Well... Why are you scrounging...
My customers demand extraordinary where others only dare tread.
Including the sacrifice of innocent...
I didn't mean for that to happen. I saw... Yes.
Enough.
Abandoned equipment. The light as I searched.
You're...
Oh. No.
Did you know...
By the sun, no! I stashed...
This device is...
On the eastern ridge. Just beyond. I dove into the river...
I'll take my chances. That car just said the workshop was near his campsite on the eastern ridge. I'll find a use for you. That thing looks like a sawtooth, but heavily armed. Great. With the modifications I made to my spear, I can override Guntak's. Fascinating. There's the Scourger's campsite, so the workshop can't be far. If I can find a way around the avalanche. Can't spare the weight. Destroy them. The machine should leave. Be easy to take down. No more doors. Now about this workshop. So Dervahl was behind these lures. Brilliant. And dangerous. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff.
The end of us. The whole town.
Why did this happen?
Could we defend ourselves against that?
You'll be happy to know I found another one.
By fire and
The workshop where I found it was
good. My troops want to spit and...
stopping the Outlanders from taking their payment and betraying us.
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat, but bring some home for your families, if you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Carja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Carja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
How do you know?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, the idea that he would try to kill Edelman is ridiculous. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't... Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me, but I like you. So I'll tell you a secret. Uthid might be of use to them.
What makes you
He knows he'll be pursued. He won single-handed. My guess is that he'll...
I'll do it.
What about me?
What will you do?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall.
the nauseous scent. Let's see if Ulfred came through here. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the green climb. Handy. Foot tracks stop here. Time to climb. All right, made it. Where did you go, Uthid? Food scraps. I'll bet Uthid, he must have kept going. I've got to catch up. A dead machine. Uthid's been hunting. Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo. Glintox, looking to scavenge. Might need that. Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the price. Dead Watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
I'd have to ditch something. No tricks. Just...
All right.
I want to know what happened.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came the old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those
who would do...
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought...
If it's honor you seek,
Those Carja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could. Others did worse.
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't...
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what...
Perhaps...
Now you sound like the...
I can believe you're a good man.
Because of Itamen, of course.
Itamen's just a...
Yes. An untainted, but they used him. Used our faith. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name.
The High Priest Bahavas?
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence. Then had his guard. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men. Malice and murder. As for honor...
I met someone who wants to get you out of this.
What are you? Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Carja! The mountains belong to us! Keecook's killers! When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Found him! Over here!
It's up to you now, Ben. Oh, sun! Shine upon us! The fury of the sun! Stand before us! Fall beneath us!
Keep up the attack! We still got another squad on the way! Move in! We'll send the rest as soon as they arrive.
Keep your head down!
Ready to die? We don't rally!
break against discipline. That won't be the last. Follow me. That's the supplies above.
Getting soaked from melted snow.
Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Uthid.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
Here it comes. Last thing you'll ever see. All I need to finish you off.
Not bad. To your left.
But my Marvels thrive on adversity. Step it up, boys!
You're gonna hate what I do next.
Come on, you bums! Fight back!
A righteous fight! For what? Stay on the move! It's gonna rain death! I've been a soldier a while longer than these dregs.
Ready to die.
That's the last of the Marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now the hope for justice. Come with me.
This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard. Across there and we'll have him.
Full already.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid, and mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight. After, scalp the savage. Helis said you would bloody suffering. Patience. Break down their defense. The sun sets on your pathetic life. Make it hurt as the shadow falls upon
justice!
You kill the traitor! Kill Nora!
To the fray!
Up to his perch. Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence and your cheap-scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Carja in Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time?
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yan Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk. You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities. Remember Edaman and Nasadi? The Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at sunfall? With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
What's going to happen?
Don't worry. You gave him a second life. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow...
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Carja.
It's not kidnapping.
How do you know?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared.
Why do you care?
Edaman is the Shadow Carja's figurehead. Beyond that, he's just a boy who clings to his mom. It wasn't very good, but still, nobody...
What's going to happen at sun?
Oh, it will be glorious. Best of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought...
What do you need to...
With Bahavas dead, Sunfall is the easy part. Find my friend, 3-Toe Huadiv near the branded shore.
If this Huadiv has...
Contingencies, little huntress.
Oh...
The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
What makes you think Avad will welcome me after I served his enemies?
He's a forgiving man. Just smile a lot. You can't smile, can you? No, that's a grimace. Nervous about going to Meridian?
I've been a soldier for 20 years. I do not get nervous.
Not even around a pretty lady?
I'll not dignify that with a response. The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
What makes you think of...
Can't be too prepared. I'd have to leave something else behind. You're three-toe Huadiv.
I got hornswoggled, that's what. Vanasha batted her lashes, wiggled her hips, and promised us treasure. Clear a path for the royals, she said. Sneak past the gar. Little did we know there was a damned monstrosity lurked.
So Vanasha needed safe.
She made it sound so sweet and turns out a lot. Like,
why do you think
my crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties? It's my own damn fault for
something attacked you?
Oh, you picked that up? I wondered why the Shadow Carja didn't pay attention to the pass. It tunnels in the dirt, I barely escaped. My
Vanasha will be...
You're not too bright, are you? It has armor everywhere, a little less at the rear. You might even be able to keep it from going under altered. That's all I can offer, friend. I promise to look... By the Radiant Sun, I can't believe it. I thought that evil rock jewel would grind you up. After that miracle, all we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon, along with a boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
Ah, little huntress. Glad you accepted my invitation to play bodyguard. Where are your men, Huadiv? It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally. It won't be long before we're followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection. Oh dear. Here come the Shadow Carja, and they're very angry with me.
I'll hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Huadiv, get Itaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully. So it comes to this. I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little blood. Some traps would be nice.
Just a matter of time.
Take cover up there, behind that rock. Here they are. Let's make it hurt, shall we? Well, that was entertaining, but I suspect we're not done. More of the bastards. Get ready.
Time to prepare.
Don't let them see you coming! Well now, seems I worked up a bit of a sweat.
Can't carry more. keep that for later.
Jinx it, but we might be in the clear. A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
This one's mine. Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be very cross.
We're not going anywhere.
tuck that away.
Not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we? You've done a good thing. Maybe even ended a war.
Maybe. But my war just keeps going.
Itamen, my brother, welcome home. You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection. As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word, the law of the sun. Aloy, it seems I see your influence everywhere. You've done so much for the Sundom, and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up, and the redhead gets all the credit?
I'm still getting paid, right?
You'll be lucky if I let you live. I couldn't have done this without you. When we meet again, I'll give you a proper thanks. I promise.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
The more prices will go up.
thinking about...
You'll like what I have. For sale, I promise.
This could fit.
Would you like to buy something today? Check out these wares. We all have our place in the order.
Need them soon enough.